Dragon Block V, the upcoming successor to Dragon Block C. It takes the idea of turning Minecraft into a Dragon Ball game to an entirely new level. From environmental destruction to dynamic combat, all the way to full-scale planetary destruction. You are about to see all of it. Everything we know about Dragon Block V so far in one video. Obviously, this is kind of a filler video, so for those of you wondering what the next video will be, let's just say it gets beastly. And then the one after that gets a little bit orange. I don't know, that's the best teaser that I can give. But get hyped. But anyway, everything we know about Dragon Block V up to this point. Starting off with menus. Lock in. I'm gonna pause this right here. Okay, so this is obviously the menu that you get in first when you get into the game. This is the character creator. You don't have to be a genius to know that. Number one, that's the skin color. That's pretty obvious. That's the iris colors. From what I can see, you can have different colored irises. I'm not gonna do that. If you're mind lost, I don't know what mind lost means, but if you're losing your mind, you can do that. And then there's the hair color. There's the aura color. And then I don't really know what highlights is. I imagine highlights. Maybe the highlights in the hair. I don't know. And then we have part options, which means you can change your body parts. That makes sense. And then body options, you can change the body. That's pretty cool. The menu looks pretty cool too. I don't know what the... Okay, there we go. Part options. You can change the eyes, pupils. This is pretty obvious stuff. This is... So you pretty much expect all this stuff. I'm gonna pause this a lot. Cut me some slack. I want to analyze this. I'm hyped for this game. It's taking extremely long to come out, and this is me coping. And from what I can tell, it looks like there's a lot of options with like the eyes and stuff like that. It looks like the customization goes kind of deep. I mean, the fact that you can change your eyebrows, that's crazy. Okay, there we go. That's the body stuff. So you can change the height. Wait a minute. Like I was saying, you can change the height. That makes sense. And then you can change the aesthetic. You can go for bulky. You can go for lean. This is crazy. This mod changes the game entirely. This is not the same game. And then this is where we pick the races and stuff. That was like, can I look at that? Right there. So we see the Namekian. We see the Acrosian, Frieza. And then humans, Saiyans, half Saiyans. This is pretty cool. I like this. Okay, so that's him changing the body type right there. You saw it morph kind of. Then check. That's really cool. I love that. But the fact that we can change, it just adds to the customization instead of walking past what feels like the same guy every 10 seconds. You know what I mean? Changing a nose, that makes sense. Okay, let me change my nose. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool selection of noses. We already know you can change the eyes. That makes sense. The eyes can change. What's really sticking out to me at this point is the level of customization. You know what I mean? The fact that... And also, if you guys don't know this is gonna have like a massive multiplayer server. So the fact that you won't look exactly like another player is fantastic. With Dragon Block C, you tend to look exactly the same as everyone else unless they choose like a different race. You know what I mean? Bro, is this looping? This might be looping. Okay, and then this is the part that you jump out of when you're done. Pause this. This is what you jump out of when you're done character creating. This is cool. There's a lot of cutscenes like this coming up that we'll get into. But this little cutscene thing, this looks like an unfinished room actually. But I don't know. But this is the part that you start in and then you kind of jump out of it when you're done. That's pretty cool. The cutscene stuff is such a good touch to this. Makes it feel so, I don't know, like polished. This is the just basic pause menu. I'm not gonna go over this for too long. I like the colors. I like the little... Like we're looking through a scouter. I like the design. Who's that in the back? And then these are the settings. This is pretty good. This is insane. This changes the game entirely. Like the fact it changes the menus. I mean, I know mods can change menus. I know that, but this just changes the game completely. This is like a different game. You know what I mean? Oh, and then he has graphics presets too. That's wait. Alright, bro. I'm not gonna glaze the graphics presets. Someone in the comments is gonna say, we already know mods can add graphics presets. I'm not even gonna go into that. It's cool though. And then obviously frame rate change. I wonder how much the graphics presets change. You know, I'm gonna have mine on max because I have a supercomputer, but I know some of you play on a microwave. So this is pretty standard stuff. Oh, laptop mode. Okay, that's the people playing on toasters. You can change the lighting high, low, you know, particle. That's cool. Okay, this is just the menu. Okay, there's some good stuff to look at here. Top left, that's your HUD menu. So that's your stamina up top, and that's your battle power there. And then I assume, wait, I'm confused. So if that's your battle power, and that's your stamina, where's your health? You know what I mean? I'm assuming these red dots are your health, but it's hard to say. I don't know. And that's your hunger, and that's your thirst. We need to drink water in this. It's a good touch. Look, survival stuff is cool. I'm with the survival stuff. I like it, okay? And if we look in front of us too, you can tell the brick texture is different. The mod adds different blocks. There's so much that gets added. We'll get into it. I'm getting ahead of myself. And obviously, before I miss it, you can tell like the hotbar is different. Right, the hotbar looks completely different. Hunger bar, thirst bar, they all look insane. And then of course I love this HUD menu. It looks incredibly clean. I like the idea of being able to see my character like mid-game. You know what I mean? Like if I put on some cool armor, I kind of want to see that up top. You know what I mean? I kind of want to see that on screen somewhere. I don't know. It's a good touch. I dislike Minecraft's chat. Okay. Oh, so he changed it. That's crazy. So we changed the chat even. This is insane. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm one of those people who look at mods that take very long to... I'm gonna let this play. I'm one of those people who look at mods that take very long to create, and I tend to just complain and complain. Please just release the mod. I know it's finished. Get it out. I'm gonna sue you. I'm sending the papers right now. We're getting a close-up. Wait, I'm gonna pause this while I am. But the thing is, looking at how deep this guy is going with the mod, this is insane. I can't imagine that he has a massive team helping him. It's gotta be like, I don't know. I can't even guess a number, but just the details. Like, bro, is that a mind control chair? What is that? There's so much that this adds that oh, that is health. Maybe that is health. I don't know. We'll see. It's cool though. It would make sense if it's health. Of course it's health. It's like kind of like hearts instead of... Okay, I see. It's health. It is the health. I'm an idiot. It's red even. All right, then a little bit more of some menus that we said to use there. Then you can greet it. So you can interact with another player when you bump into them. What does that say? That says greet, and then you can spar. There's a spar option. That's perfect, right? I think it would be pretty dumb if you would have to like step up to someone and then punch them and then you're immediately in combat. I think instead of having like PvE on, PvP on, PvP off, instead just walk up to someone, spar prompt them. If they agree, then you guys are in combat. If they disagree, then you get on with your day. And you can tell the other guy to drown himself. Please don't do that. Never do that. The animations look really good too. You notice his arm going up when he kind of hovers over the objects. And I just spotted it. There's new plants. Right there. And I'm sure you can see a bunch of the little building stuff around, but we'll get into that in the building section, okay? This is not that. And you can greet. That's pretty cool. You know what I mean? All right, characters. Lock in. This is the character section. We're gonna look at all the characters in the game and everything that's to do with the characters in the game. Look at this, okay? The thing that I noticed immediately from this is the fact that this guy is missing both of his arms. I think you can choose to like remove limbs in this. Do you see what I mean? How it's a completely different game? I think you can pick to remove certain limbs, which is pretty cool. You know, if you want to do the Gohan build, you know, with the missing arm, you can do that. The customization just goes insane, man. The menus. You ever get hyped about menus, bro? So I'm assuming... So I'm assuming the other customization we were looking at in that menu section is like a different... It's old, I think. This is the updated version. Some of these clips are like... Some of them are updated, some of them are new, some of them are old. I'll try to indicate which ones I think are old and which ones are... I think this is the current version of the customizer. And I think you stand up with the towel. This makes sense. This looks fantastic to me. If this isn't the current version, I would want it to be changed, but... You know, the creator knows best. And then this is the... Oh, bro, look at the... You know, the pink that's gonna come out of this mod. I don't think you guys... This gets me so hyped. You don't understand how hyped this gets me. Look at the gloves. Look at the gloves. Look at Corn in the back giving 0 sensu beans, bro. Aren't you supposed to be planting those things as we speak? We need sensu beans to beat these fights. But look at the... First off, it's the customization, but just the look of the... This is... And if I zoom in just for a second, you can see there's kind of like a... The body's kind of broken up into different parts. So there's like the chest section, there's the mid section, there's the legs, there's the arms. It just makes it look a little bit more detailed. And I'm geeked over that. I'm geeked. That's what I want. That's what I needed. What does that say on Corin's head? I don't know, but this makes sense to me. The character creator being in the tower, that completely makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna step back just a little bit. Yeah, that took me way too far back. Who makes this? Okay. This, bro, the menus look, it's a different game. So those are the stats. We've got strength, endurance, that's agility. So we changed the name of some of the stats. I don't know what this is. And I know someone in the chat's gonna be like, look how dumb he is. He doesn't know what this means this. Okay, bro, but you're getting banned if you say that, okay? And then we have spirit, and then is that vitality? And then you get your damage, your stats on the side. Then it shows you how much health you have. It shows you... Whoa, it even shows you your age? Mental age? Physical age? Oh, bro, we don't... This is crazy. Okay, so this is the inventory. That's where you put your clothes in. So we have 2 types of clothing, from what I can see. There is the regular clothing that you have on, and then there's gear. I'm assuming gear is like... I don't know. It's really hard to see what gear might be. It might be like, maybe like armor. Gear might be armor, maybe. Nah, I don't know. The clothing shows kind of like armor right there. That's armor. And then there's more than 1 layer, too. And then you can see how much armor points you have. I don't know if that's how much... I don't know if that's how much you weigh, or how much, the stuff you're carrying weighs. I guess maybe, I don't know. I wouldn't imagine he would add like a wait function to the game. And then that's sec. First off, look at how look at what the icons look like. Look at what the icons look like. That alone is getting me hyped. But the sack, I'm gonna take a guess. This looks like the sensu bean sack. I'm assuming you can store sensu beans in this, and then you can just, yeah, that makes sense. It just makes it so you can stack the sensu beans. Maybe when you have sensu beans like this, you can only stack one by one, and then you use the sack to put them in there. That makes sense to me. And that's a jetpack. That is a jetpack. Mr. Satan playthrough incoming. That is a jetpack. Oh, that's a bodysuit. I thought those were like wrist wraps or whatever. So that's the bodysuit. Okay, that's cool. I like how the gear goes on. It's kind of, it's like part of the character, you know what I mean? I don't know, it looks insane to me. It looks really good. This is fantastic. And then this is the look. Oh, bro, look at that. The tail has fur on it. Fuzzy tail confirmed. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. This is such a bro. Again, Corin in the back. I wonder if he has sensu beans. I'm gonna take a guess. He doesn't. Oh, okay, so I think you still jump out of the pod. Still, I don't know. Why is this pod clip playing again? Okay, this is where you select your race. Okay, this is old. This is old. I think this is old. I would imagine this is old. This is cool. The animation is cool and stuff, but I think this is, yep, this is old. This is old. I think Corin's Tower character creator is the newest one, but I don't know. Okay, so this is where we get a look at the haircuts. So there's like a kind of Goku one. There's like a, that one over there. That one's pretty cool. And then there's Gohan's haircut. There's a lot of them. I don't know, it's hard to tell which one's old, this one or the one at Corin's Tower, but I don't know, whichever one. I like that the menu's still the same. Man, the different playthroughs you could do, I'm not even gonna speak anymore. Like the different playthroughs you could do. If you go max height, max bulk, that's Broly. That's fully Broly. I think this is the biggest thing that's gonna make the biggest change in terms of just how different everyone looks in like the multiplayer server is this body type thing. Like the fact you can be taller, someone can be shorter, someone can be jacked, someone can be skinny, someone makes a massive difference to the customization. Oh yeah, the island's animated. What the flip? Whoa! No, this is crazy. I'm hyped for this. And the eyes are animated. Wow, you can. Okay, you can change everything. There go the cycles, bro. Changing one eye color. Okay, so I can't really tell which character creates the newer one, this one or the other one. But for me, the menu just needs to stay the same. That's it. Okay, here's a better look at the inventory again. So it does look different. I don't know if this one is the new one or the other one is the new one. But whichever one, I still think they both look good. Again, you have 2 layers. I wonder what I don't know. There we go. You see what I mean about the clothes kind of just match perfectly? I love that. Like, this is insane, bro. This is crazy. Actually, you know what this makes me? I don't know. Oh, this is not character creation, right? This is the menu. I was gonna say maybe you can create a character depending on what region you pick to start, because this guy's in space, but no, this guy's just changing his character look in space. So that's like a character change pod, something like that. That's what that is, where you kind of change your clothing color. Oh, you change your clothing color. So that's gonna be free. No training point cost. Maybe it'll cost training points when it's done, but I think it being free makes so much sense. And you'll notice he's on the moon. We'll get to that. Slow down, bro. Take it easy. We'll get to that. And you need like a breather too to be in the just peak, but we'll get to that. So at this point, you can kind of tell the customization, even in terms of clothes that you find around the world, is pretty, it's deep. It's like it goes way too deep, right? Not only can you customize your character deeply, but you can also just like go crazy with the garments, bro. You want to wear a Supreme hoodie? Just make it. If he lets you add text, I don't think he will, just because, you know, getting weirdos out there. But if you can, this is cool. This right here, this little animation. But if he lets you add text, yeah, that's gonna change the game. Another little bit of a show of fit. Let's see. Okay, that's the Turtle School gi. Very cool. I think that this very impressive. I'm hyped. Oh, look at his wrist wraps too. That looks really good. This is an entirely different game, isn't it? Like, this is complete. This is crazy. And this is like the Dragon Ball Super. Brown is the ugliest color. That's what I'm talking about right there. Blue and green. Peak. Or black goes crazy too. Look at this. Guys, this aura, let me know. Okay, this clip, I think I know for sure that this is old. This is definitely old, because look at the thing up top. This is definitely old, but it does give us a little bit of a look at the transformations. Now it does improve. You'll notice how there's no sound. Wait for it. Okay, wait for the next clip is gonna be the updated version. Still, this looked fantastic. If it stayed like this, I wouldn't care, but the next clip, it's about to go insane. All right, here we go. Come on, bro. He's not even done yet. Come on, man. What? A freaking gravity machine in the back, but look at the... Bro, run that back just to... That's Corin's Tower up there. Very cool looking. Bro, the animated eyes, the animated face, the animated transformation. That's what I'm talking about. And look at the aura too. One thing I'll say about the aura, or the aura, the key radiating out. Someone's gonna correct me. Is that key he radiating out? It's just aura. They're gonna get banned. But one thing I would say about like the aura is that I think it's too... What's the word I'm looking for? It's too, it's not transparent enough. That's what I mean. I think a little bit of transparency would... But if this is the style he's going for, this works. This functions. This makes sense. Okay, because it does kind of look like it matches the style of the game. This seems to me like a stylistic choice rather than trying to go... But I think just a slight drop down of the never do this. Oh, I thought he was gonna dab. The emotes are insane though. You know what I mean? Like, imagine just walk with me in this imaginary, like, point in time, okay? Imagine there's another player, you tee up with them and you say it's fight time. And then you hit them with the... First off, the stare down, okay? They've just seen you transform, they've just seen you go crazy. They're shaking. I would say they're shaking in their boots, but there's no boots left. Underwear soaked. No. But before the fight even begins, you hit them with the... Come on, bro. Am I overhyping? Bro, just roast me down below if I'm overhyping, man. Just let me know. Whoa! That's the point down there. Let's do this right now. Let's see any other one. Point forward. That's gonna be the fight me prompt. I'm gonna point at you before I fight you, then I'm gonna hit you with this, then you know it's fight time. It's over. Oh, come on, bro. You can warm up. Release the mod. I do have a gun in my hand. Release the mod or it's over. No, I'm just kidding. Taking time is good with this. But this is what I've been... Come on, bro. Of course, flight looks incredible. And I know it's animated in some crazy way. I know there's animations for the flight. Unless it's flying in creative, then I don't think it's amazing. The falling animation. Alright, here we go. Again, you can notice that we're in space. Again... This is an old clip, I'm assuming, just because of what the menu looks like. Unless this is the new menu, I don't know. And we can get a look at some of the animations. Incredible. I'm hyped. This is what I call impressive right here. The little running animation, everything is insane. Oh, that's not a jetpack. That's a breather. So that's not a jetpack. But there's probably a jetpack, and you'll see why. You'll see why. There's probably a jetpack. And I know right now you're thinking to yourself, he's in space? Get there, bro. Just... take deep breaths. This is pretty cool looking. I like this. Oh, the 3D camera too. I'm not even paying attention. Okay, it's time to breathe in space. Okay, that makes sense. The camera can like pan around the character. Bro. I've wanted a camera like this forever. Just built into the mod. I can't speak English. You guys know I like to go in third person, and sometimes I just want to see what my character looks like. This camera is perfect for that. This is fantastic. Okay, this is a little bit of a look at the guy in like a general world right now, and it looks fantastic, man. Haircut looks like dog scat, looks like dog poo. But the fit. The Piccolo overhanger. I don't care what it's called. I'm calling it an overhanger. It's a cape. It's a cape. The Piccolo cape with the black gi. Come on, bro. The hair just kind of messes up. Okay, we have Patara earrings. That's getting me hyped. We have Patara earrings. Now, the biggest question is going to be, do they show up on the character model? Yeah, release the mod, bro. Release it now. Oh, and there's cape physics too. I know you said... Wait, there's a photo mode. I'm clapping. This is fantastic. There's a photo mode. Wow. Bro, this is insane. And the Planetary character model. Oh. And there's different colors too. That's cool. I like that. A black key. Guys, this aura... I think this character does have aura. I don't know. The photo mode, man. The reason why I'm getting hyped about the photo mode, some of you might be thinking, bro, it surely can't be that hype. And I'm gonna pause this right on this. It's a work in progress clip. This is like I guess it was showing off like some of the way you can hold weapons. Looks really, really cool to me. But you can tell it's old. Look at the textures and stuff like that. But the reason why a photo mode is such a big deal to me, and I'm sure to a lot of other people, is that it makes taking screenshots when I need them so much easier. Bro, I'm working on a video right now, okay? And let's just say it gets beastly, okay? Let's just say it gets... And then the one after that, let's just say it gets orange, okay? Let's just say it gets orange. That's all I'm gonna say. But... sometimes the biggest problem that I run into is... Bro, don't ever show this guy, man. It's funny looking. The biggest problem I run into is taking a screenshot for the thumbnail. Because it's just... I want to get a certain angle. I want to get a certain point. And sometimes I can't do it. You know, sometimes I can't get the angle that I want. Sometimes I can't get the character that I want in the shot. A in-game photo mode that pauses the game would be absolutely everything that I need. Okay, now this insane vertical leap, by the way. This, if I'm not wrong, this is the fusion clip. And pay attention. Pay attention to what this looks like. It's a cutscene. The fusion is a cutscene. Like I said, there's a bunch of areas in this game that has cutscenes, which makes an insane difference. Of course, they didn't fuse just then, but it's kind of like a test run. And then this is what some of the auras are going to look like in the game. Obviously, this is Super Saiyan Rose. Looks absolutely clean. Again, I'm going to say it again. I think the auras having no transparency is like it's an art style choice. And you know what? I get it. I understand. I fully understand this art style choice. It makes sense to me. You know it's fight time when that happens. And then, of course, we have some a couple more customization pieces. This looks cool. I'm wondering if that big old halo gives you a buff of any sort, or if you have to reach a certain strength. Wait, did he? Okay, so the flying is animated. Okay, that looks fantastic. That looked amazing. I can't get on this game. I just can't wait. And the cape is also, it has some physics, and that looks like a built-in map into the game. I feel like I prefer journey map, but if he builds a good map, I'll bite. The cape having physics, fantastic. I'm clapping for that. That's amazing. But again, this is old. You can tell it's old because there's stuff without textures in there. I think this is old. Again, if you see this menu up top, I'm imagining that it's old, but I might be wrong. These could be the latest clips, but they aren't. They're not. This is definitely old. This looks like it's old. Okay, this is another look at the aura again. Just insane looking aura, insane character designs. The art style looks insane. It looks fantastic. And what you'll notice, again, those of you that are eagle-eyed, is that his aura is casting light. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Dragon Block C auras don't do this. Look at this. Look at this. Look, that's bro. That adds so much of the, like, it makes it feel like it's physically affecting the world. Like, that's insane. Then we've got a Goku over here doing, I don't know what he's doing. Oh, this is the prone clip. I don't know what we would need to prone for. Maybe there's sneaking sections in the story mode. I doubt. I don't think he's gonna go that crazy, but I know the story mode is gonna be insane, bro. You don't even need to tell me that. I know he's cooking with the story mode. Although it's like a team. There's a bunch of them. I know the story mode is going crazy. I know the story mode is going to be insane and it's going to be a nice length, but I wonder if this is more for role playing or if this is this actually has a function in the game. It might be for role playing, but I guess we'll see. It looks like a state. It looks like he's using the command section to kind of mess with states. So maybe if you get beat down a little bit too much and, you know, you're just on the edge of needing a sensu bean, you might start crawling on the ground to try and get away. That's cool. There's a lot of cool stuff like that. And if you were so desperate to know, you can in fact Naruto run. And this is an incredibly old clip. You can tell with the tail, you can tell with the menu up top. But I just wanted to show some of the weapons that might exist in the game and how they might look on the character. But this is old. Just ignore this. Alright, this is the world section. Lock in. Okay, obviously day-night cycle exists in the base game too, but the sun and moon look different. That's pretty cool. They're round and they have like a style to them. I like that this entire game has like its own art style. I think it's fantastic. I think it looks really good. This is old again, just keep that in mind. Look at the guy up top. This is very old. Now this one I'm sure most of you have seen. This one I'm sure most of you have already seen, but it's a pretty good show of what the gameplay might be like. Again, this is very old. At this point it's outdated, but look at the environmental destruction. Now in the normal Dragon Ball See, if you fire a wave, like a Kamehameha or something, it doesn't destroy the environment real time like this. This is insane. Okay, for those of you playing on toasters, I think you're gonna need a toaster 2.0 for this one. I don't know. I don't know, but I think the real time environmental destruction is huge. That makes such a massive difference. And then again, the Nimbus Cloud, I hope that changes. I hope he makes it more transparent. Again, this is extremely old. This is incredibly old. But I think that the Nimbus Cloud is gonna be more cloud-like. You know what I mean? And animated and everything. But this is old. This is old. And then when you die in the game, this is where you're gonna go. This place looks incredible. The clouds underneath, you see how they look? It looks like actual clouds, not like a sheet of just. This looks incredible. This looks insane. And so that's what I'm assuming that I almost said sensu bean. That the Nimbus Cloud is gonna look like. Those clouds up there. That's what the Nimbus Cloud is gonna look like. I'm pretty hyped. Yeah, that looks insane, man. And then this is where you go when you fall through the clouds. Okay, maybe unfinished, but I don't know. I don't know why this clip exists, but I just wanted to get another look at Namek. This is Namek, by the way. I don't know what's with these derpy dogs. I don't know what that. Do these dogs exist in the game? Maybe we can have pets. But Namek looks the best Namek has ever looked. This Namek looks amazing. I can't wait to come here and farm whatever. Maybe it's dino meat. I don't know. But I'm hyped. Now, obviously, it goes without saying that the game isn't going to look exactly like this when it comes out, but this is some of the world generation. And you can see how the kind of the world generation smoothing works at the moment. Or at least with this version of the game. It's kind of, I like it, right? To have these massive, just plains areas, you know what I mean? Obviously, this is old. There's no grass forming right now. There's like nothing going on. But it just gives a little bit of an idea. And then I included this in the world section just because, I don't know what this room is. This is old again. I'm going to say this again. This is old. This is pretty obviously. This is still very old footage. You can just tell. But what I can take from this is that there are certain things that you can learn through scrolls. That looks like a scroll right there. This one says name. The name says Goku Flight 1. The rarity is common type boost flight, so it's gonna boost your flight. So I'm assuming you could pick these up. You could pick these up to get quick training points added to specific skills. Or maybe this is how you upgrade some skills. You find the scrolls, I don't know. And then this one says Yamcha Idol, rarity uncommon, combat idol. Oh, so this is now this is like an animation, maybe, where you kind of idle like Yamcha. I don't know, it's hard to tell. I don't know why this one, I can't even tell what. Okay, there he was. I should have thought he was gonna do it. Okay, so there's like a section that says combat idol. Or maybe that it just says that because we put the combat idol there. Yeah, okay, it's called combat idol. Okay, so there's like when you're standing. It's and either it's when you're standing or when you go to a player and then say spar and then you stand during that sparring session, and then you'll go into like the combat idol. This is pretty cool. This just adds another layer to the game of customization, of stuff to find, of something to do. Okay, and then we have ground idol, and then we have and then that's the boost flight thing. I wonder what the difference between ground, what's the difference? Okay, so ground idol maybe is just in the world. Like when you're walking and then you stop, your character's gonna take this animation pose. This is cool. These little tiny little pieces of customization make a massive difference in my opinion. This is gonna be the peak. I don't know about you guys, I would pay for this. Something tells me he does plan to yeah, that's the. Okay, so that's like your boost flight animation. I was gonna say, bro, don't ever look up and try giving me a fist bump mid-fight. But yeah, I think he's gonna charge for this. I don't think it's gonna be free, if I'm being honest. Pretty cool. It's very cool. Oh, boost. So that one was like a boost flight with the arms crossed. That's cool. I like that. That's the boost flight that I'm looking for right there. Okay, a little bit more customization. What are those? Okay, scrolls. So there's different types of scrolls. You see how they look different? I'm hyped. Whoa, what? This game is deep a little bit. You know what I mean? They're like deep. Just like the game is just deep. So I'm assuming those are types of scrolls. They just look different so you can differentiate. That makes sense. Okay, there we go. Super Saiyan Goku heavy uppercut. So that's like a combat move. Okay, the combat does go pretty deep and we'll get there. The combat just goes crazy. So I'm assuming you can have different combat skills. That makes sense. I don't know what this is. This was probably just him testing. This is old. I don't even know why I put this in this. This is old. Okay, listen, this clip is deep fried. I don't know if my computer was burning itself when I downloaded it, but this is Snake Way. I can't wait to run on Snake Way. It's every time I play Dragon Block C, every time I go back to Dragon Block C and I end up on Snake Way, it's always so nostalgic, and I can't wait for this. Oh, but like what I was saying, the map, I'm pretty sure that's just journey map mod. I'm pretty sure he just put journey map mod on there, but the environment, the terrain, this looks insane. I hope there's a biome that looks exactly like this. The compound that I would build in this place would go absolutely insane. You can tell the grass too looks absolutely clean. I just like the art style of this game. And I'm sure as you're watching this, you can tell why this would take as long as it's been taking, right? The fact that they don't have a planned release date yet means there's still so much to do. And I guess that's a good thing because it means more quality, but I just want the game. And then look at this fit, okay? Wait a minute. It's a quick fit check. I think that's a female character over there. It looks like it. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. But the fit looks insane. Okay, I'm telling you, the black jacket like that, it's exactly what I'm going to be sporting. I'm wearing that gas mask on Earth just for the sake of it. Aura. And I think this is the swimming clip if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it's the swimming clip. So there's some new animations for swimming too. That's cool. You know, it's not like I'm going to spend that much time in the water. I wouldn't imagine you would spend that much time in the water. I think that thing might let you breathe underwater because there's... I don't know. We'll see. But there are cool animations. I like this. You know, I like the fact that it's just... I can't imagine the amount of effort that all this would take. You know what I mean? Like sitting down and making all these animations. I don't know, man. I'm gonna call it right now. This is not gonna be free. It's gonna be like 25 bucks at least. And I would call it fair at that point. Obviously, it being free means more people can play, but bro, someone needs to... This is gonna be 25 bucks minimum. Okay, so a little bit of flying. And there's new blocks. Like the land too. You see those blocks back there? That's not in the base game. Even the water, what am I talking about? The water is a different texture too. Unless it's like a texture pack, the water is a different texture. Okay, some type of underwater construction thing. That was pretty cool. And then this, if I'm not wrong, is gonna be the weather clip. There we go. There we go. Now, I don't know how I feel about this. It's cool. I think it serves the function that it's supposed to, but I think it just kind of looks grainy. You know what I mean? Which, okay, that's pretty dumb. It's a sandstorm. Never mind. Forget I said anything. And there's also wind that's blowing in a specific direction. You see when he stands looking a certain direction, his hair is gonna blow in that direction. That's cool. Okay, this is obviously one of the older ones, but it's time to look at space at this point. Now, what you can do in this game is you can build a spacecraft. You can take a bunch of blocks and build your own spacecraft, which is completely overkill. There was no need for that to be added. But you can build a spacecraft and you can fly it physically to space. And look at what space looks like. Now, already at this point, you can tell that this game has a space element to it, which adds just a huge layer of exploration, of discovery, of just development time too. Let's keep that in the back of our heads. Development time too. But it looks insane. I would be lying to you if I didn't say it looked amazing. Like this game takes everything possible in Dragon Ball and just puts it in the mud. Like how do you add space to the game? You know what I mean? I mean, this just looks just insane. And of course, you can land on other worlds too, like the moon, which is just nuts. So basically, you're telling me that I can have a moon base? Yeah, it's over. It's over. The moment I build a moon base, I think it's gonna be over for everyone on the server. But I don't know, it's incredibly cool. Those were people back there, no? Yeah, those were people. I think just placeholders for enemies. I don't know. And there's that chair again. Oh, no gravity too. I didn't pay attention to that. The gravity's low. Okay. This is planetary destruction. Now, before the destruction goes, one of the things that you can do in this mod is, as a player, you can fly up into space, and then a planet will have a certain amount of health. And you can deal damage to the planet and destroy it, even if there are people on it. And I assume as the planet is starting to get destroyed, the players on the planet will get a warning, and then they can leave and try and stop you. But you can destroy planets in this, and this is what that might look like. Look at this. Bro, come on. That's insane. That is insane. Planetary destruction? This did not need to exist, but it does. Now, I hope there's some level of planetary destruction in the main story. I hope I don't know, you have to destroy a planet for some reason. Because it's probably going to be like a variation of the Z super and superhero story. Maybe he goes all in with all the movies that have come out and stuff. I just hope there's some mission where you have to destroy a planet. That's all. And then, of course, going to space and going out of space is as simple as falling down into a planet. Look at this. You fall back down into the surface of the planet, and you're down in there. No loading screen. Not a single loading screen. And by the way, this world looks fantastic. And then you fly up, and fly up. Clouds look amazing. You fly up, and you fly up, and pretty soon, doesn't take long, and check it out, you're in space. Insane. Alright, lock in. This is the building section. Okay, so just like everything else it also adds building and crafting. You can tell he's holding like a sword in his hand. So he just put the handle down, and then he puts the other piece of the handle, and then he puts the blade, and he has to kind of like hammer them into a weapon. Again, this is needless a little bit. Letting you craft your own weapon, I think, is a little bit overkill. Me personally, I don't think I would add something like this, but I think it adds to the customization again. I think the more customization, the better this is going to be. I think this is going to be like an MMO type thing. The more customization, the better this is going to be. But I don't know, it just seems like there's just so much. Like, making your own weapon was not needed. This did not have to happen, but it's still cool nonetheless. And then look at all the little add-ons. That's a bucket on the right. Like, look at this. You ever heard of like just overkill? That's what this is. This is overkill. It's way over the top. And then there's like a furnace where you're like, bro, who's like, this is crazy. I appreciate it, obviously, just to have more stuff to do and more things to progress with, but it's just insane. That container looks like it's made out of ice, by the way. Or maybe diamond. Maybe diamond. It's maybe like a diamond. Like, why? You know what I mean? Like, there's different material of chests. Did that need to be added into the game? I think one of the goals of the mod, though, is to kind of completely overhaul vanilla Minecraft. Right, completely change it. Right, make it so that people don't go, man, I wish this was for a newer version. You don't need a newer version. This is a different game. Wait, that bucket have diamonds in it? Yeah, that's probably diamond in there. I don't know. But one of my favorite parts of this building stuff is the fact that you hold blocks with 2 hands. That makes so much sense, and it looks fantastic. It looks amazing. Of course, there's a mod that does do this. It's called Carry On, I think, but for this to be built into the mod, huge. My voice cracked. What was that? A plate, a bucket, another what is that? A mortar, another a lot of stuff. Anvil. I forgot what this is. What is this? Okay, whoa. Okay, pause right there. There's just a new crafting bench. Why? Because this is just gonna be overkill. It's a different game. Get the idea that it's Minecraft out of your head, and just remember that it's a completely different game. It just looks insane. This is overkill. And the destruction too. Needless. There was no need for this thing to have a destruction animation, but it exists. It's here. Take it or leave it. Okay, in this clip, immediately you see something that looks crazy. Look at his wrist. Bro. What isn't in this mod? I wonder what does that watch do though? I think he does. Okay, this amazing. So it shows you the solar time. So there's gonna be, you'll be able to look at the time. Okay, I wonder if there's a way to add like a day counter on there. It would be cool because, you know, I spent 100 days in there. And then it showed you the temperature. I wonder if temperature actually means anything, or if it's just kind of like it's a cool little, it'll show you what temperature it is. And then there's a percentage thing there, but I don't know what that could be. And then gravity. Okay, it shows you the gravity. That's cool. That is useful to know. And the fact that you can look on your wrist too, bro, come on, take it easy. It's a Dragon Ball game. Insane. And then of course there's the Dragon Balls. This is old, by the way. This is old. They look kind of, I don't know if you noticed that, but the Dragon Balls look kind of 2D in that clip. This is old. This is part of like the very old clips. If you look at them carefully, they kind of look like they look 2D, which I don't like. I much prefer the 3D look that Dragon Block C goes for. I hope he ends up going for that. I hope these were just placeholders. They look like placeholders because they're all 1 star. And this is old. And if I'm being honest, also looking at Shenron, I wish Shenron was made out of blocks. I'm hoping this is a placeholder. This like smooth look for Shenron just doesn't work in the game. I think at some point when you mix too much like smooth shapes with Minecraft, it just kind of starts to look off. I think if Shenron could be made out of like blocks, he'd look way better. He'd be fully improved. But hey, whatever the developer wants. And then look at this. Okay, one thing that Dragon Block V takes to another level is tech and building. Maybe there's a tech skill tree, I don't know, but the stuff that you can build in this game is insane. The kind of base that you can have, like imagine the training room that I could build. You know, you guys know that every time I build in Dragon Block C, it looks identical every time. Imagine the training room that you could build with just these blocks on screen right now. This is insane. Again, this didn't need to be added, but the guy added it. You know what I mean? And we're gonna get to that stuff in the back pretty soon, because I don't know what any of that could possibly be for. But these little doors and stuff, huge quality of life. I love this. I love building little rooms that have uses, like a training room, a storage room and stuff like that. To have blocks that actually function like this, amazing. And then of course there's the building system. You can drag blocks and place a plethora of blocks at the same time. And now this makes sense, right? Dragon Ball is not a build. It's not got nothing to do with the building. So if you can speed up the process, why not? This makes so much sense. I'm hyped for this. I'm so hyped. I can't wait for this. This makes so much sense. Again, bro, imagine the compound you could build. Training room, more like training facility. All right, bro. I'm gonna pause this right here. All right, let's just analyze what is on screen right now. Just take a quick analysis. Now this, what could that thing on the left be? Looks like a spaceship jet engine. Also, the thing on the right looks like a spaceship jet engine. Maybe there's different speeds for spaceships. That thing looks like some kind of power core in the middle right there. And the thing on the right, some type of container for something. That's a chair for a spaceship. So you can go pretty crazy with the spaceships that you can build. I'm hyped. Me personally, I'm hyped. Look at all this needless tech. This is insane. Like, what is all this for? What could that be for? Capsule core. Look at this. It's animated. Yeah. Just put the mod in the bag, bro. I think that's a power core. But and that's a chair. That's pretty cool. You know what I mean? Chairs are always needed in a spaceship, and that is definitely a spaceship jet engine. Oh, this stuff glows too? Oh, yeah, this is insane. Now, wait a minute. I'm gonna pause this. What do you think that is in the center? First off, look on the top left. Dude, what? Absolute just... What are those supreme shades? Absolutely. But that thing in the center is the gravity machine, okay? I love how this thing looks, right? The fact that I can build my facility and then actually have the actual gravity machine in there, this is absolutely insane. Okay, he went third person for a second. I just want to see what's going on. Okay, this is a slightly more updated clip, but I don't know if that menu on the top left is that, if like that's what's gonna, like that's gonna be the final menu, but we'll see. So he has 3 pieces of text above his head. One that says Babish, one that says Dev User, so that's like, maybe that's his player name, and then Nazarick, maybe that's like a clan name. Dev uses his actual player name. I don't know what Babish is, but there's a gravity machine and it has functional buttons. Look at it turning on. Look at it turning on. Oh my goodness. And then the area that is affected by the gravity turns red. And then I'm assuming that it, oh no, I was gonna say it kind of goes to the radius of whatever you've built, but when I'm looking on the left there, it's pretty clear that it doesn't. It just has a limit. Yeah, this is insane. Tactile, but like you can press, yeah. Just put the mod in the bag, bro. And you can look how you set the gravity too. You can set the gravity 11 Gs. Like this is like the customization. And then I put this in building just because he's climbing buildings. I don't know. There's the parkour, which adds this is fantastic. Imagine you're out of key and you can't fly right now. You can still climb to wherever you need to get to. I like this. This makes so much sense. Again, it's one of those extremely needless things that are just in this mod, and I'm here for this. Okay, does it add development time? Absolutely. We're deep fried. This game's not coming out until I have grandkids. But take your time is what I would say. Alright, this is the combat section. Lock in. Alright, so this is just a quick scroll through of some of the weapons that are going to be in the game. We have the Dark Devil's Claw. We have the Bansho Fan. We have the Z Sword. Alright, we have the... What is this? The Dimension Sword. We have the Dimension Sword version 2. Pretty cool. Right, this does worry me though. Because these weapons look like they're very early on. Right, like they're very much still in Blender. And they're not finished. So there's a long way... I don't know. But they look cool. Right, the more weapons, the better. I think the more people can be encouraged to use weapons in the Minecraft Dragon Ball mod, that's for the best. And then what do we have? Okay. You have Zamasu's dual swords. Dual swords? Okay. We have Gravity Hammer, version 1 and version 2. Insane. We have Energy Suction Device. Madness. We have Time Cutter. Okay, that thing can cut through time. Awakened Key Sword. I mean, there's not really much more that needs to be said. And then now, again, I'm gonna say this. I think this is an old clip. This seems old, but I think the training dummies are gonna look like that in the game. I think you can summon an NPC like that and then train with them. But the camera in combat. The camera in combat is amazing. Right, one thing that this mod does really well is make the combat feel dynamic. Right, obviously, you're looking at it on the screen. This is not even close to the left clicking that you do in Dragon Block C. Right? And of course, the dynamic environmental destruction is what I'm here for. I love this. Keep in mind, this is an old clip, but it looks fantastic. And the combat gets even deeper. You can grab people and throw them. Look at this. Come on, bro. Like what more could you need? You can run up to a player. Now, I wonder how the grab mechanic works, if you can just infinitely keep grabbing and grabbing. But the animations for everything look insane. And then if I'm not wrong... Oh no, this is just combat. This is just combat. I thought this was the clash. The sounds, the movement. What I can tell already is that combat is gonna feel heavy. It's gonna feel weighted. You know what I mean? It's gonna feel like it has an actual impact. One of my complaints with Dragon Block C is that combat feels very just stale. It gets old. You know I do enjoy it, but it does just get old. The only thing that adds depth to the combat is the key attacks in Dragon Block C, which makes sense. But this... You're telling me I can grab a guy and throw you? Look at this! You're telling me I can speed blitz behind you? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like, this is not the same game. Okay? Keep that in... This is not the same game anymore. I just realized. The third-person camera is over the shoulder without needing the over-the-shoulder mode. Amazing. And the fact you can do this is insane. This is not even Minecraft anymore. And then I see the little, the silhouette on the left. Does that mean we get injured? So maybe that's what that crawling animation was for, that he was testing. Like, when you get injured, let's say both your legs break, you kind of have to crawl on the ground. If your arm breaks, then it'll kind of drag behind, stuff like that. Man, that adds so... It adds a lot of depth, but I don't know. Is it gonna start to become cumbersome? Like, you have to keep an eye on your injuries? I don't know. I think the deeper this is, the better this is gonna be. I think this is gonna take over, man. And then I'm pretty... Yeah, this is just like a dodge mechanic. This is just like a... Yeah. The animations make such a massive difference. This is just like a little dodge thing. Because Dragon Block C has a dash dodge, but I never use it. Because it's like, get that thing off my screen. It has no animations. But this looks really good. No hate to Dragon Block C. It sounds like I'm dunking on it, but it's just, this is such a... This is Dragon Block C2, as far as I'm concerned. Alright, what is this? Oh, this is the clash. Okay, this is the clash. So whenever you guys attack at like the same time, there's gonna be like a clash with a cutscene like this. This is crazy. This is insane. I wonder what triggers that. I hope it doesn't happen too often. And then of course, we can create our own key attacks, and immediately the first thing you'll notice is the way the key attacks look. Okay, I like this. I do. I think it fits with the art style of the game. I do like the blockier look that Dragon Block C, the Dragon Block C gives them, but I love this. This looks amazing. It looks incredible. There's no way I can complain about this. Again, I don't know where this place is, if this is like your own personal dojo, or when you want to create key attacks, it just kind of puts this in the background, but this looks fantastic. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. And hyped is an understatement. Look at that, a black key attack? What is that, a void? Crazy. Okay, shout out to the YouTuber Jambo for this one. I'm gonna link him in the description. He just has more clips that I didn't have access to. He was able to do like an interview with the creator of the mod, and there's just a couple things that this shows more of. Number one is Namek. Dude, I can't get enough of how good Namek looks. Namek is one of my favorite places in Dragon Block C. This is insane. Another reason why I wanted to look at his video too is the fact that we can actually get a look at some of the mechanics with the Namekians. And you'll notice there's a bunch of Namekians on the ground. This was just, it's like testing. He's testing the mod. But basically, when you are a Namekian and you walk up to a Namekian that's on the ground, you can absorb them. You know what I mean? Like there's so much going on in this mod. I'm losing brain cells. And then this is just a little bit more of a look at the combat. And honestly, the combat camera, the way that the combat looks, I'm hyped for. The combat is combat is one of my most favorite things in Dragon Block C. This is gonna take that to the next level. This, I'm hyped. Watch this. Watch what happens when he throws him into like a building. It gets destroyed. Okay, well, they didn't show that just then, but we've already seen dynamic environmental destruction absolutely peak. That, well, those are just unfinished planets. This is old. This is from a long time ago, but that's a blue star, bro. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, look at the... Obviously, this is old, so I think the space texture is gonna look better than this, but from what he's saying, you can fly to every individual star that you see on your screen. You could fly over in that direction, and that is an actual star with planets around you. You can fly over... No Man's Sky? Like, what are we what are we doing, bro? Do you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? There's so much to do in this mod. You're telling me my home base can be on a different planet to Earth? Is that... I'm losing my mind. And apparently every star and every planet is like a physical... You saw those unfinished planets over there. They're like physical objects. And you could actually fly towards... obviously the planets, but I don't think you can fly towards the sun. If you notice, he's flying towards it, but he kind of doesn't move closer. So that makes sense. You wouldn't want to fly into the sun anyway, but just... I'm hyped. I'm so hyped. And then he kind of shows off... the menu. This is definitely the old menu. We've already looked at the menu that shows like your skills and stuff like that. So this is definitely the older menu. This idea was cool, but this menu just looks kind of bland in my opinion. But you have a little mission section. I'm assuming this is where you click and then you can just go to the next mission, I'm hoping the story mode is long. And has insane fights, but we'll see how this goes. We'll see. And then this was him kind of tinkering with the dummy, the training dummy that you can set up. I think having humanoid training dummies is a good idea. The shadow dummies obviously make a ton of sense, but I think it's just, I love the animations of the fight, the combat. I love the animations of the... I can't wait to train. I can't wait to spend hours training and fighting these dummies and actually having them chase after you like this and have like mental AI. Like, bro, this is amazing. I'm hyped. And then you can also fly into the air and fight them. Man, this mod cannot come out soon enough. And then there's also like a little knocked out animation too. So that's when you kind of knock a player. I wonder if you knock them and then they kind of disappear slowly when they go to, you know, when they die. If they disappear slowly, that would be cool. That would make sense. Or just instantly. Too, that's not a bad, you know. And here's the ship system. Now, obviously, at this point, he was using blocks that didn't have textures, but you can see how you can place boosters on the ship. And then, of course, once again, you've seen this clip. You know exactly what this is. Environmental destruction. But here's what I was looking for. You can fly your ship that you've built up into the sky. And obviously, he's updated the way that the transition goes from planetary surface to outer space. It's not going to click out like that anymore. There's going to be an actual transition, which makes it look 1,000 times better. But the fact that you can have a ship, it's such a needless addition, but yeah, I'm hyped. And I almost forgot the Great Ape transformation. First off, look at the size difference between the Great Ape and bro down there. Who is that? Kami? This is insane. Okay, number one, the animations make this thing feel... I'm hyped. Okay? The blinking red eyes... insane. The fact that it actually has a snout. Well, the Dragon Block C1 has a snout too, but you know what I mean. This looks absolutely insane. The size is devastating. Like, how do you fight this thing? You know what I mean? Again, the animations make this thing feel insane. And the ground shaking too as you walk. Come on, bro. This is absolutely what I'm talking about. Everything from the design to like and the fact that you jump and it's like a slow fall down. Wow, man. Like, bro, I'm glazing the Great Ape right now. And you see that slow walk? How he like sneaks? He's like trying to... It's almost like he's trying to be careful as he walks. This is insane. And then another thing. These are a work in progress, but there's obviously going to be dinos in the game, just like they always are in Dragon Block C. But the design of these, of course, are just perfect, and these are huge too. That looks like an actual dinosaur next to that man. Like, this looks amazing. Again, just and this is the photo mode, which I'm a big fan of. But just look at the size of the Great Ape, and then look at the size of the cow. This thing is huge. Like, this thing is huge. I think regular Great Ape from Dragon Block C might be at the height of that first gray line, if you know what I mean. The first faint line by this Great Ape's knees. maybe it's that tall. When you think about it like that, this great ape is huge. Like, this is insane. Look at all the detail. Look at the teeth. Look at the fur coming off of the side of his... I'm just way too hyped. Look at this. The slow flight too, because it's a giant. I'm hyped, man. Look at the size of the great ape compared to Corin's tower. You could like look in there. Oh my goodness, bro. I don't know. Look at that. This is exactly what I was saying. You can like peek in there. This is crazy. And the way the armor wraps around still is perfect. It gets me hyped. And the detail. Okay, listen up. That is everything, and I mean everything that we know about Dragon Block V so far, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm hyped. I'm extremely hyped. Everything from the detail to the environmental destruction to the building to the story is gonna be crazy, let me tell you that now. Listen, if you watched the video this far, it really does mean the world to me, genuinely. I appreciate it way more than you can ever realize. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, I invite you to hit the subscribe button. You never have to, but if you do, you'll have an amazing time. I always do my best to ensure that. Okay, join the clan. Just do it. You won't regret it. Before I end this, I just want to let me just make it clear what the next video is gonna be. Like I said, it's gonna get beastly. I'm gonna obtain the Beast Gohan form, and then I'm gonna mollywop Cell Max and Broly too. And then the one after that, let's just say Orange Piccolo. Remember to stay hopeful. I'll see you in the next video. Until then.